Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beetle Dustino coming at you again this week with yet another video. And this will be the last one. If you're sick of seeing me here, I don't know. Hopefully you're not. But anyways, I've been slowly showing my individual releases since I didn't get the box set of the Beatles 1964 US albums in mono. I think I'm finally getting that down. I think I got it right. I think I got it in the right order. I'm not sure. But yeah, of the 1964 US albums in mono that just came out. I did buy the individual ones instead of the box set, and I got a pretty good deal on them. And I thought instead of showing them all together, see, as I did get the box set, I was going to show them individually. So there we go. So you got a video one day a week. See, as there were 6 of them, we got one day that we didn't get a video. All right. Anyways, we got up next, we got the early Beatles. So let's see that after the intro. So up next and up last, it is the early Beatles. And this one I think was a really puzzling one to include in this. Even though all the US albums are really technically a compilation, this one is really considered a compilation, as it is just Please Please Me, minus a few songs, and in a much different ordering. I think there is an added on song or two in here too. But yeah, it is just Please Please Me, which also happens to be introducing the Beatles, which came out on the VJ label here in the US. So Capitol finally got the full rights to those songs from it. So in 1965, not 1964, that's why I think it's odd in this release, they did release it on March 22nd, 1965. So this is music that came out really in 1963 in the UK. So already we got something kind of weird. I guess they're right there with the early Beatles. It is the early Beatles. But released in the US on introducing the Beatles, and was it January 10th of 1964. So anyways, because I know it was 10 days before Meet the Beatles. So there we go. Let's go with the hype sticker. I forgot about that first. And how they're trying to keep it not covering up the artwork. They did really good. About the same corner a lot of them have been doing, though, right down there. But there's the hype sticker, the front cover, the spine, and the back. And then we should have 4 things on the inside. So let's get it open and take a look at those 4 things. So the first thing is going to be the mastering notes, which really has a cool picture of the original tape, the Capitol tape that they use there. And all the notes and such that are on there on it. We don't bake this one either. I've been getting a kick out of that we don't put these in the oven. No, don't put them in the oven. But there's the inside there with the new liner notes. And of course, this is not a reproduction of the original. This is totally a new thing for 2024. And there's the back there. But the reproduction from the original would be the inner sleeve. And here is the one for early Beatles. It's kind of tannish, greenish. I can't really tell here. But yeah, we do got all the Capitol releases from the time there on it, including some Beatles ones. I see Beatles 65 up there. Beach Boys on that one. And yeah, there's some early Beatles. Oh, its own album. Its own album is on there. How about that? All right. Beatles Songbook 2. I see that one there. All right, let's not focus totally on that. Let's get on to the next piece here, the third piece, which would be the new inner sleeve, the plain white inner sleeve with the poly line, which is nice. I like that they include that. And let's take a look at the album and the labels there on the Rainbow Capitol label. There's side 1 and side 2. So as I've been telling the story all week, I got started collecting the Beatles in the early 90s, 92, 93, kind of in there. And of course, that would have brought me in on the CD era, and that was the medium I was starting to collect, was CDs. So I never really got introduced to the US albums, as the CD albums were all released on the UK ones. So the US ones got kind of put to the side at that point. So kind of cool that they are reissuing them, seeing as they really haven't been reissued since. I think there was a release, maybe they came out in the 90s, but I'm not positive. I got to double check that. But yeah, they haven't really been released since then. And so it's kind of cool that they are seeing them again. And, you know, I did kind of dig into my parents' collection, and they had a few Beatles things, not a lot. And one of the ones that they did have was the Early Beatles. So this is my parents' copy of the Early Beatles. And it is a stereo one. They don't have a mono. I still haven't picked up a mono one on this yet. I don't think I've seen a mono, to tell you the truth. Hunting around for them. I've seen another stereo, but not a mono. But here is their original one there. There's side 1 and side 2 on it. So yeah, and me recollecting these, that was one I didn't have to pick up. They also had a copy of Abbey Road and Hey Jude, I believe, on vinyl. So those were the only ones that I already kind of had taken care of because my parents had those on vinyl already. So those ones were out of the way. I wish they would have had some more. They were big Beatles fans, so I don't think they had a ton of money either, though. So that's probably why they only had a few. But anyways, that should be it. I think we got it all covered here. So we'll resume normal programming next week, hopefully, unless something else weird comes up here. But yeah, anyways, we'll continue on with my shorts. You'll start seeing again tomorrow, which will be the second side of the new Meet the Beatles on the blue. So tune in for that. And then just getting back to my normal shorts and my normal videos as I normally put them out on my normal videos. Wednesdays and Saturdays is what I tend to try to do. So anyways, I am going to get fully signing out, but before I do that, I want to once again thank all my subscribers and thanks to any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And do hit the notification bell so you know when I got new videos coming out. Also, please give the video a like. It really does help out the channel. And like I always say, if you've stuck around to this point, you must like it. So please give it a like and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. And let me know your thoughts on these releases. Did you pick these all up? Do you think the early Beatles was a weird one to include in this too, as I've been saying? Did you get the box set? Did you get none of them? Do you still got your original vintage ones? Do you got your parents' original vintage ones? But just let me know anything in the comments or any thoughts on it all. And I love having a discussion with everybody. But I am going to get fully signing out. I am Beatle Dustino, signing out.